just weird, man. It's like hard getting into the going live thing again when you're not doing it all the time.
Yeah,
Like
once a week.
once a week, just a little tough.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let me share this quick. What's going on, guys? All right, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I forgot you guys are still alive. My bad. Wasn't trying to I'm trying to do that. I just figured like
Everyone,
six,
thanks for
but
coming. Is this an exciting day for the Denver Broncos?
what was it? Oh, that was you. I was gonna say
That was
what.
me. Sorry.
All right, let me get this shared out real quick, guys. Welcome,
Is this an
welcome, welcome,
exciting day for the
everybody.
Denver Broncos?
Okay.
Um,
What's up, everyone? Got Jim F, Crafty Pittsburgh, Jim F, Tom T, William Carter, Jim F, Pittsburgh again. What is up, everyone?
and RSR. I'll tag Quados. I don't know if I still don't see him popping in yet. He said he would be down to, but maybe more. All right, we'll get this in quick before yo BITG. I believe is BITG going live tonight? I believe he is, right? He should be. Dell, what's up? All right, guys. Tom T. Tom T says 2 minutes, 5 days. Tom, if you want to come in too, if anybody else wants to come in, just let me know. I can send you guys a link. It's all good. So I guess I just really wanted to pop on here because it's been a while since we've even done a Sunday evening stream. We called these like the Def Hobby Centrals, what have you. RSR had sent me a package. And I'm like, dude, what did you send me now? Why are you sending me packages? And he's like, well, it was your late birthday present. So I have a box here that I got from him. It actually showed up yesterday. I think yesterday. Was it Friday or yesterday? But I told him that I would do it on live, do it on screen. And anyway, let's just start. RSR, how are you, man? We got RSR Cards and Collectibles. Rob, how have you been? How are things going over there? Oh, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Did you mute yourself? There you go.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I got on the wrong window.
You're
Now
good,
things
man.
going good. Susie's been doing a lot better since her little procedure last Tuesday.
Okay.
So she said she's going to be ready to go to make the trip on Friday out to see you guys.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Everybody's doing well.
It's it's approaching us very quickly. I haven't even started packing yet. I suppose I still got 4 or 5 days, but
I'll do it the night before.
that's basically how it's going to be for me. But I just feel like I'm going to be scrambling so much. I feel like I have a list of things that I have to get done, and I know that work's going to take up or eat up most of my time. We'll see if I sneak in a auction on Tuesday or not this week. I don't know. I mean, it's just with the 24-hour stream being so close, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in this week or not. We'll see. Um, kind of doing this tonight just to kind of hang out and say what's up. And again, guys, I do apologize that I haven't been as active lately. It's just things are just really crazy right now, really hectic right now. And I kind of want to veer off of what our boy Jimmy Guns had mentioned yesterday in the beginning of his auction. And me and him have talked about this a little bit, via text or phone calls, just feeling off a little bit. And I don't know if the feeling off is, with getting so busy with everything else in life, which happens with all of us, and then just getting out of kind of like a routine that you used to be in where you were doing it almost every single day. And now when you do it, like even right now, like it feels weird. And I know forever it was like, even though some days may have been hard to push live, like even when I did like 7 months every single day consistently, it didn't feel weird. Like I feel a little off, and I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. I can pin it or hit the nail on the head and figure out what that is, but it was kind of crazy to me that Jimmy said almost the same kind of thing when he brought up how he wasn't really feeling right. Like it takes him a while. It's hard for him to feel. We got Quados joining us. What's up, Quados? How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing.
You gotta be doing all right, man. After your Friday night extravaganza, right? What you want to tell the people what happened Friday night, real quick, as you're popping in here?
Oh, lucky.
Yeah,
I've been on daddy daycare. Everybody knows I'm moving. So it's been very, very stressful and crazy in my life. Well, Mama was home last weekend. We had to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I requested some adult time. So a buddy of mine went out and tried something we've never done before and tried our luck in a pull tab box and hit $1,000.
Yeah, I saw it. I have the screenshots. I have the proof. He sent me a text, and I was like, "Booyah, boom, baby!" I said, "That'll get you a couple Mickey mantles for the mantle."
It did.
Yeah,
Got 9.
Now, did you put it all back though?
And back at the card show.
Yeah, at the card for the mantles. He got himself 9 Mickey mantles. Yeah, 9.
So
Mickey
the Youth Hockey Association bought me some mantles this week, so that was great.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So
Wow.
what else besides the Mr. Mom, Daddy Daycare, what else been going on in your neck of the woods?
Nothing. Moving.
Yeah, just getting
Had to
ready.
get out of the house yesterday. I'm actually staying at a buddy of mine's. There's a lot of dogs around.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're out. Like you're completely out of the house.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. That was quick.
Yeah, I'll be staying here at my buddy's here for 3 weeks, and then wife's coming back when school's out, taking the kids back down. I got to drive down with the dogs,
Okay.
and then I'll be back and forth. I got a ton of work I got to finish up.
Yeah. Nice.
So it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy all summer.
Holy Toledo's, man. That's insane. Dang. Yeah. So I guess I'll kick back over to RSR while I'm opening this real quick to pull this out. This thing that RSR had sent me, I guess he said my birthday present. RSR, any cool new stuff that you've picked up or
Yeah,
or
picked
what
up
have
a
you been,
couple things.
what have you been focusing on these days as far as when you're looking to get stuff for your PC? What
The answer is yes.
who is it you're searching for?
The answer is yes.
What's that? Yeah. Who you been searching for?
So I've been looking at bows. So I got a graded bow, freshman flash, a mint 9, not bad. And then I've been trying to pick up some Bronco cards that I think they're gonna have a really good year while they're still really low. So this tight end Albert O for the Broncos,
Yeah.
picked that up pretty low price. So just trying to figure out who the next great one is that you want to go after. But you know, I'm always collecting Broncos and Nuggets. I've been trying to add some Joker and MPJ cards also. So
I've been giving him crap. I've been giving RSR crap, Rob. I've been telling him he's got to swing. He's got to switch from the Rockies because you know how they always get rid of everybody. Any good talent they have, typically they still have Trevor Story. They still have a couple people. We know that. But
For
like
now.
Rob says, they'll probably get rid of him. You know, by the end of the year or come next year. And I always tell him, I say, man, you should just become a Blue Jays fan because the Blue Jays are so young. They have such great talent, and you're such a Bo Bichette fan. Like it's like a perfect. I think it's a perfect thing. And so I keep pushing the Blue Jays on Rob. I keep winking. I think I told him I was going to start sending him all my Blue Jays cards from now on. We'll see if we can convert him over to that Toronto end here. So Quados, do you have any, like, besides the stuff you picked up at the card shop, do you still have all your cards, or is all that stuff pretty much packed away, gone?
No, it's kind of funny because my wife actually thinks that the whole card thing is insane, like it's dumb.
Right.
So I grabbed a couple out of my collection, tobacco cards.
Yeah.
And I said, here, look this up. And then because she was concerned, she's like, throw all your cards in the container and we'll have it shipped to Florida. And I said, no, my cards are staying with me in the truck. They'll be by my side the whole time.
Yeah.
Which will be a truckload in itself.
Yeah.
So she finally looked up a couple cards, and it was kind of funny. I said, no, that's the wrong one. That's the orange back. I said, I got the red one.
Huh.
So then she looked that up. I said, type in red. And she's like, oh my God. I go, how stupid is it now? It's like, you could pay off your truck.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not yet.
Right. Yep. Gonna keep.
How many of these do you have? I go, a lot.
That's awesome.
She asked me about my Mickey Mantles too. She's like, who's this guy all of a sudden? I said, well, that's the Mick. I said, look him up.
Right.
Look him
So
up.
she did.
Yeah.
She looked him up and she said, how many do you have? Because she saw me post a little, I don't know, a month or so ago. I did a little Twitter post, Mickey's on the mantle on my fireplace.
Yeah.
And I think I had like 27 or 28, and now I'm coming up on 80. So
great.
she had asked, how many of these do you have? I'm like, we're flirting with 100. Oh my God, I get a purse. I said, well, start collecting cards and then you can sell them and get a purse.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Get a couple Michael Kors or what are
Right.
the Vuittons or Coach or whatever the hell they like or whatnot. I am absolutely mind blown away right now. Like, so RSR, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you guys on here is because he wanted me to let me know when I got my little
We'll
thing.
come real quick,
Guys,
if you can.
check this out. I'm trying to deal with the different. Who is that? Who's
Is that Jefferson?
That's Justin Jefferson. That is a mini Justin Jefferson auto. Def, sorry this is late. Happy birthday, RSR fam. Rob, family, guys, that is, I don't even know what to say, man. That is absolutely insane. To go up with the other mini. I actually got a couple other helmets. I got a Culpepper one, I think, too, that I got in the guns auction a while back. We're gonna add to the shelf, and then they always. This is the thing too, man, with Rob and RSR and the family. You guys get in their auctions or anything, they're always very good about extras, throwing extras in of the teams that you PC or you like. And I'm not really gonna necessarily go through the. There's some Movons in here, Movon, Mylon, another nice Jake Cave auto. Which again, this kid, I used to not really be a big fan of his. Defensively, I was a big fan of his, but I always felt he had an issue with his batting, but he's starting to come around on his bat too. His bat's starting to get a little bit better. So who knows? He might still turn out to be actually something decent for those Twins. So, well, Quados, you're going to be in the same boat as I am on the Vikes. How do you feel the Vikes did with the draft? Paid much attention?
I didn't watch much of it. I saw the first round pick, which I'm glad they got a lineman because our line is horrible. I think they got a couple linemen. I saw they were making a lot of moves, and we had a lot of third and fourth round picks. But I didn't really watch the draft much at all. I watched the first round, and I was right in the middle. I had to get out of my house by 11 o'clock Friday. So I think we did well, though, from what I've seen.
All right.
I think they did pretty well.
Third round. So a lot of the analysts that I've been reading about are the quarterback we picked from. He's from Texas A&M, I believe. Keelan.
Yep.
Keelan Don or Monk or something.
His last name is Mond. M-O-N-D.
Mond. There you go. Yeah. They're saying he's they graded him out for that at that positional pick at that time at 66 third round as an A- draft. As far as a grade. So they say he could be sneaky like a Russell Wilson type or a Dak Prescott, kind of that get that same kind of could be. Doesn't necessarily is gonna be. RSR, your Broncos.
I don't know if I want to talk about it.
No.
Well,
so here's what I do want to ask you about though, is since we got you on here and we are live, because I know you had made I know I saw you with the tweet I think I'd even asked you on the tweet the other day about you still think Aaron Rodgers may possibly land in Denver. So I guess my question to you is, do you feel like you would be okay with that? That you would like that if Rodgers went to Denver? Do you think that would be something that, because if you get him, it's going to be like a 1 year, a couple year thing. He's getting to the tail end of his career. He's still good. He's still great. I'm not saying he isn't. But my own take on my personal opinion on the whole Rodgers thing is, if he leaves Green Bay, I just feel like wherever he goes, I just don't see him having the success. And I'm not saying whether it's Denver or whether it's the Raiders they're talking about, possibly, or wherever. I just don't know that it's going to be there. And do you feel like it's going to, I guess it depends on what they'd have to give up. Is it going to be worth it to take that few year shot? Is he going to bring a championship home, in those few years?
Yeah, it's so hard to say.
Right.
Like back when Peyton came, he gave us 4 years of awesome football, two Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl trophy,
Right.
But then you're looking again, and then you're looking at Paxton Lynch again.
Exactly.
And then you're starting to get all nervous because the Paxton Lynch doesn't work. So, and then you bring in the Mark Sanchez, who's supposed to be the veteran, and then that doesn't, it just goes on and on and on and on. So personally, I wish they'd have taken Justin Fields. He'd have been our quarterback of the future, period.
Right. Yeah, it's actually funny, guys. I want to cue in real quick where you bring up Justin Fields. I was who was I chatting with? I was chatting with I think Shaqrad Balls and maybe Paulie. We were just on a Google Hangout thing or whatever, watching the draft. On Balls, the Bears had that pick, and Balls is like, yeah, they're gonna blow it. They're gonna blow it. They're not gonna draft. The Bears are not gonna draft a quarterback. There's no way they're gonna do it. They're gonna screw it up again. And I had texted my son and said, right before the Bears made that trade to trade up, I texted my son. I said, who do you think we're gonna go after? Who do you think the Vikes are gonna pick when it gets there? And he says, I'm telling you, Dad, they're gonna take Justin Fields. And right when he said that trade went through, and I said, nope. The Bears are going to take Justin Fields right now. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So
they got a great deal. Him falling to where he was, I think 12 or 13, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's disappointing. Trust me, Pat Surtain, he's going to be a stud.
Right.
And he's going to make us remember Champ Bailey, And we're going to say his name a bunch of times, saying, man, I'm glad we drafted that guy. Right. And unfortunately, he's kind of have that magnet effect to Justin Fields. Well, that's who we took instead of Justin Fields, even though he's going to be a stud, Right. So I kind of feel bad for him in that sense. But I like the pick. That he was the one I was hoping to get when the mock drafts first came out. That was the one I thought we needed before we signed a couple cornerbacks on a free agency. But I still think. What's that?
What about the other guy that they got? The other big guy. What's his name?
The other big guy.
Or someone?
Yeah, he was like a.
The University of Wisconsin kid.
Like the lumberjack.
Yeah, he looked like a lumberjack. They showed him working out during the COVID, and his team in the Division III football NCAA. Okay. They canceled their season, so he looked like he lives in the mountains. And he had this big old propane tank, it's about 10 foot long. Throws it on his shoulder like nothing, and then goes running up the mountain. Crap. Just old country boy, strong man. So
old mountain man.
There you go. I think he's an offensive guard, so I think he's gonna do really well.
It's like a Quados on steroids. Hercules.
Want to say hi?
What Quados, much on did you keep up much? I guess what I want to get is your guys' opinions real quick. I know the player didn't affect any of our teams that we root for or anything. So you may not have as heavy of an interest. You may or you may not. But I want to bring up Mac Jones for just a minute. And the reason why I want to bring up Mac Jones is because even within our little Google chat hangout, it was almost like he was kind of the laughing stock, if you will, of the top quarterbacks that were available. I don't know if you guys had seen any of the highlights, and some of the people in the chat might know what I'm talking about. But when he had his pro day or whatever, where some of the scouts come come out, not at the combine, when they come out to like the stadium, you know, like where he's throwing to a receiver or whatever, he kept like they kept showing these highlights of him just overthrowing the ball, not even getting close to the receiver, not getting close. And then all of a sudden, the Patriots draft pick comes up, and you know, good old Mr. Bill Belichick, he like a man of playing chess with his cutoff sweatshirts and knows how to make things happen. Has connections. Him and Nick Saban are very, very close friends, right? And
Yep.
Saban's with Alabama, right? That's where Mac Jones was. So then I start thinking to myself, was maybe some of that played out? Like, you know, not to say that he would really do that to jeopardize where he would be drafted or how far he'd draft down to, but knowing that the chances of him getting drafted are probably pretty high. And I'm just throwing more of a conspiracy thing out there, but like it really seemed like it just that pick all came together for them, and it was like the perfect thing. And with the connections with Saban and Belichick, and it just seemed to me like it was like one of those 4D chess moves or whatever you want to call it. And like, you know, he was the laughing stock during the draft, but maybe Belichick's going to turn around and he's going to be laughing at all of us, you know, and he's going to turn him into another Brady or something, even though Brady was a late round, 7th round draft pick, not a 1st round, but still. I
think he was 6th.
As like the 4th or whatever quarterback drafted, right? I think he was the 4th one drafted in the draft as a quarterback overall. So, or for the quarterbacks. Quados, any take on Mac Jones? Seen anything about him? Know anything about him? If you don't, it's all good. I'm throwing it out there just because we were kind of on the draft topic. So
I used to watch a lot of college football, actually more than pro.
Yeah.
And the reason is because I enjoy watching these kids play because they're working every play. They don't get hurt. They play hurt. They're playing for their futures. They're giving you 180% all the time because they don't have anything after college, a lot of them.
Right.
And that's why, kind of going back to that Aaron Rodgers thing, I think Aaron Rodgers is shooting himself in the foot. I think he's putting his pocketbook before any football career. Because we've seen Tom Brady restructure his contract how many dozens of times to make the team better and do everything. There's ways you can do it and still make money.
Right.
And I think for Aaron Rodgers, going back there, I think he needs to stay in Green Bay. He needs to restructure his contract and make his, because they got a good team.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been there together so long. They could be great. They are a good team.
I've read things where Aaron Rodgers was voiced by a person that he's very hard to work with. And I've read that too.
So you guys are shooting. Yeah, go ahead, Quados.
So go back to college. I know the last couple of years has been screwed up because of everything going on.
Right.
But you have to. I'm not a big Trevor Lawrence fan at all. I can't stand him. I think.
You don't like the swaying hair and the limelight?
Sunshine.
I may be completely missing this, but I just don't see how he's the best player in the world and the best quarter, the second coming. I don't see it.
Right.
He's on a great team. They've got a ton of, it's like Miami back in the 2000s where they had 9 number 1 draft picks.
Yep.
Well, how can you not be successful when you have that many great players around you?
Yeah.
Right.
So going back to Mac Jones, I think they still have some good players. They were getting beat because everybody was hyped on Alabama's always a top team in the nation every year, and they don't, they win some national championships, but your competition in the SEC is most likely what you're going to see. That's the closest you're going to see to NFL talent.
Right.
Just like back when Miami was hot and Florida State and all those guys, you could tell, you could see the talent there, and you knew that those guys were going to be successful in the NFL.
Yep.
And if you go back and look at all those guys that are retiring now, those same guys that stood out as superstars in college are now going to the Hall of Fame. Now, I'm not saying Mac Jones is a Hall of Famer, but he's got to win some NFL games first. But I think there is a connection. Saban and Belichick are very, very tight friends. They talk all the time strategy.
Yep.
I've watched some of their documentaries. They trade secrets. They're constantly talking and texting to each other, and they eat, sleep, and drink football.
Yeah. I
So
know.
there is something to that. I think
Right.
Mac Jones will be good.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, no matter who you are, you got to be in the right system.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's got to fit how
bottom
you
line.
play. Right. It's got to fit
That's
how
exactly just like when they say the
And
Broncos
Belichick
passed
will do
Josh
that.
Allen. When the Broncos passed on Josh Allen and took Bradley Chubb that year when we needed a quarterback. Even if
Yes.
Josh Allen came here, I think our coaches would have messed him up, and he wouldn't be who he is today as a pro. So
I mean, you got to be utilized correctly. And in
Yep.
Quados, you touched on too, going back to Trevor Lawrence real quick. You touched on Trevor Lawrence as having, the best, obviously the best team in the country, but having so much talent around him. And I want to dive into that for just a second. Eden or whatever that actually went to Jacksonville with him, which I questioned right before that pick. Are they going to be together? And a lot of Jags fans are like, no, they got to go after defense. And then they ended up drafting him. Kind of cool connection there that they go to the same pro team now together. But I bring that name up really quick, and he probably wasn't even the best player on the team. But I feel personally in the draft, he was the best running back available in the draft. I think Harris was actually the second best running back personally. Now I bring this up because I said that same thing to my son, who he's pretty locked in on sports, pretty locked in on college football as well, knows a lot of the players, kind of knows, but he kind of started diving into some of his stats Friday last night when he stopped by, and then we went out to dinner and went out to the casino for a little bit. And he's like, Dad, he only had like 20 touchdowns or something like Eden. And I'm like, you got to remember, this is a team that was loaded with talent. And how many receiving touchdowns did this team acquire as being the best team in the nation? So again, I think Quados, you're, in my opinion as well, you're right there. Like I don't know that he's going to end up being the best quarterback out of this draft, and we'll see. Maybe he will end up showing that he is, or he's able to do that. I lost.
Well, Alabama shut him down.
Right.
Clemson was supposed to walk away with the national championship last year, and Clemson's defense absolutely made him look like a high school quarterback.
Right.
That's where I'm saying Alabama is going to be the best thing that he's going to see to pro talent that he has to go against, and they demolished him. Right. Now he's going to go against guys that are professional athletes and professional football players, and
speed,
I don't
quicker game.
He could come in, Peyton Manning. They threw him to the wolves right away, and it took 3 or 4 years that he just was horrible, and he ended up being one of the best to ever play. So you don't know. I mean, it's
and
it's all a hype thing. There's a lot of hype these days on everybody. A lot of
exactly.
I also had Etienne above N'Keal Harry, or Harris. I'm sorry, N'Keal Harry, Harris. Yeah. But also when they took him in that pick, my sons and I were talking. I bet that part of it was for Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be the big rookie coming in, #1 pick, and if maybe something familiar to him helps, as in a teammate that was behind him for the whole couple seasons.
Right.
That's worth moving him up on your board. I don't know, just something we've talked about that.
Some chemistry.
Yeah,
some chemistry.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, on that side of it, I think it's kind of cool, and it's going to be interesting to see. Now it is. I do feel somewhat bad for a James Robinson who came out of nowhere undrafted and was just a stud last year for the Jaguars, not even having good of a team. But James Robinson is a much different back than Eddie is going to be, and it's going to be a change of pace type thing. Robinson will be a in your face, run you over type player, where Eddie's going to be that Le'Veon Bell, that who else am I trying to say he's like? Another back that catches more. He's a better receiving back.
Marshall Falk.
And that's why I think, and that's why I feel personally that he was the best running back available in the draft, because he has the better pass catching ability to kind of break it out and run it home. Now Harris, I'm not taking shots at Harris. I'm not saying he isn't deserving or he couldn't be the #1. I feel like Harris was the second best back in my own opinion. Where else was I going to go with this? There was something else we were going to talk about on the draft itself, and I totally lost track. I don't know. Anything else you guys want to touch on from the NFL or the draft?
George Payton, he was with Minnesota a lot of years, as an assistant to the GM, I believe. And it seems like, I don't know, after talking to Bubba, he's all angry about the draft. And then I talked to my younger son, and he's like going through every pick and why it was good they took. And I was like, wow, because he's into that
Right.
NFL stuff on the video game. So he knows all of that stuff. And after looking at it, who knows? Maybe Peyton has got us going in the right direction for once. But also, another thing to think about besides Aaron Rodgers is, once Deshaun Watson, the thing gets figured out with, the stuff he's going through, if he's innocent, then our team's going to be interested in going after him again. Because the Texans did draft a quarterback right after Mond, actually, and I forget the name.
Yep. Yeah, and justify this, just put in there, does the Watson thing blow over? I mean, how many lawsuits and things going on? Doesn't Deshaun Watson have isn't he facing 22 different?
Yeah, I was in the 20s for sure.
I mean, that's insane. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Everybody coming in that's just joining, we appreciate you guys joining. Sorry again, when I do these, we don't really, people can type in chat, whatever, say what's up. I don't necessarily speak individually to each person, like saying hello, but hope everybody's doing well. We're just trying to kind of get through this. Let's flip over to baseball real quick. How are you as the season's starting to get in there now? Well, Twins, I guess. Quados, how you feeling about our Minnesota Twins?
Our pitching, man. Our pitching is
Yeah.
Our bullpen is rough. Our starters are rough. Our
fielding has been a little suspect, to say the least, as well. I mean, we blew the game against the A's with all those errors. Basically,
I'm hoping it's early. And I see now a lot of people probably don't follow the Twins, but what the Twins have done now is they've built a team around a lot of utility players. And we have Arise was playing second base today.
Yeah.
So he was playing left field a few games ago. Then he went to third. Now he's playing second, which he can play. I mean, he's a good player. But again, coming back to chemistry, when you keep jostling these guys around, and we're dealing with a couple of injuries. We've got some Kirillov's he's been hit or miss. He was solid this last series against the Royals, but you can tell he's still nervous. He's like an all or nothing guy. But this series, I think he had 3 or 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. I mean,
right.
But when he swings and misses, he misses by a mile.
Right.
So I think we're dealing. I just think we haven't settled in yet. I think it'll come. Kepler's been struggling. Sano's hurt. Cruz has actually been struggling a little bit. He's been swinging and missing. I mean, I haven't seen that out of him since he's been here.
Right.
It's a little. I'm watching the Astudillo pitching. That was cool.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that around the league lately.
Well, we've been all
Rizzo struck out Freddie Freeman.
Oh, really?
Anthony Rizzo, because they were down by 10 or 12 runs.
So why not?
So they put him in there, and he ended up striking out Freddie Freeman. They were both laughing about it. Rizzo and Freeman.
That's awesome.
Pretty comical. So,
that's awesome.
Buxton, I think Quados is our only, knock on wood. Buxton right now, staying healthy, is about our only complete highlight of the team, I think.
He's having that guy literally every game is making a highlight reel play. Literally every game. Yeah. Or the other day he had 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I haven't been watching. I mean, I've been trying to watch baseball. I watch baseball as much as I can, but he's got to be in the talks of MVP. I know it's early, obviously. We're 20 games into the season or 30 games into the season, but yeah, he's been on fire, making great plays, hitting well, stealing bases. I mean, he's doing everything. Finally, we waited for 6 years for this.
Byron Elite Buxton, when he's healthy.
I heard a stat the other day on him, and it said, I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Elite speed was considered like 9.0 or something. If it's translated into running bases or something, I heard it on the radio. I was driving, and he's at like 9, and they said that's just insane. They're like, numbers don't go that low. So he's like, right now, some of the things he's doing, they're saying is above elite. And it's been fun for us to watch. We know he's been hurt a lot. He'll come and shine for a few weeks, and then he'll get hurt and be out for a month. And it's just
right.
And right now he's been healthy, and he's been fun to watch. There's no doubt about it.
Right. Yeah. So Rob, I know maybe we don't even want to go down this road as we're talking baseball, but your Rockies.
Well, I'm kind of mid transformation between the Rockies and the Blue Jays.
Here we go.
Doing well.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. It's working.
I'm about 47% of the way there. I'm not quite sure on that number, but give or take.
Got a foot dangling over the fence.
Attaboy.
Honestly, I catch myself flipping the game on to see how they're doing. The Rockies, that is. I still, there's still a lot of guys on that team that have put in a lot of work, like Trevor Story. He hit a home run today. And I want to see Trevor Story before he goes, because I know they'll trade him, before playoff season hits, when all the trades happen. For sure, because he already said he's not going to re-sign with us. So they're gonna want to get something for him. So
he's
and I don't blame him.
We
have the cheapest owner in the league. Terrible. But yeah, then I started trying to catch some Blue Jays games, and I already collected Bo Bichette because of his dad, Dante. I thought it'd be cool to have a father-son little collection going. And then Vladdy, he's kicking butt. They're just having a pretty good season. So like you said, a lot of young talent there.
Nice. And before we slide away, or if there's anything else you want to bring up with baseball in general, and I guess to touch on the Blue Jays real quick, how about Vladdy Jr., man? He is just something else this year.
Yeah.
And another guy, not to be on the Blue Jays, to actually be on the Cubbies, as we were talking about Rizzo, but is Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
How about Chris Bryant? Like, he struggled last year. Like, he had a very bad season, and he is on fire right now. I think he had 2 home runs again today. Guy's got to be batting like 400 or better. And he's got, I think, 9 home runs now? Probably 8, 9, might be even at 10 at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Acuna's tearing it up. Tatis was turning up, and now he's back to playing again. So there's a lot of really good talent going on this year. It's fun.
We talk about the rookies, right? Topps had come out. The flagship Series 1, 2021 Topps came out. The big hype was Ryan Mountcastle, who really isn't doing anything, I don't think, right now, is he? From what I'm hearing, he's playing, but he's barely. I would have to pull up his stats to get specific, but I don't even know that he's batting 200.
Yeah, I don't know his stats.
I don't think right now.
Yeah.
So. Anyone out there that you're surprised about in the MLB, like rookie wise, that's kind of stuck out?
Nice smash. Rocky's a Rob's ex-girlfriend that he still cares about.
Right.
That's awesome.
Anyone? You guys or no? Anyone else?
I was watching the Blue Jays game today, and I thought it was pretty cool that there might have only been one guy, but I think the last 3 years, all the rookies that we were collecting are all starting now for the Blue Jays.
Yep, I think so. Biggio. Mm-hmm.
All them young guys, they got a young team.
Oh, they're super young.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep telling Rob. I'm like, man, if they can keep those guys together and the chemistry, hear me go, continue to try to sell it on Rob. But if they continue to keep that team together and that chemistry, man, they could make a run. They could have a run for a while.
And Vladdy Jr. did a program this winter. He lost like 40 pounds.
Yes.
I saw one of his videos. He was working out to get in better shape because he was He was a little Cecil Fielder-ish already, and at young age, and
Yep.
yeah, he slimmed down quite a bit now, and hopefully he recognizes that and he can do it, because I think he still has a little more work to do,
Yeah.
Little.
but I think he could, if he does another off season like that and come in even better shape, which I know he can by seeing him.
Yeah.
It's just I like to. That's kind of my world too, is the working out stuff, and he has more. He's got more room that he can improve. So I hope, because I like Vladdy.
Right.
I hope we can see even better things from him next year too, and I hope he stays healthy. And he's got to put the work in though, and
Yep.
he is.
Yeah, his fielding's gotten a lot better since the weight came on.
And that's why I'm rooting for him. I like him. I'm rooting for him. He's working his butt off, and it's starting to show. He's getting rewarded for it.
Yep.
Right. You got Benintendi. He's in Kansas City now, right? He's a Royal.
Yep.
Went from Boston to the Royals. He's starting to heat up, and he had a little bit of an off season last year as well. Another guy who struggled. But it just shows you these guys can turn around. And then this is the perfect thing. I mean, this is really how cards have been now for some time. The break says in off season you can pick up Guerrero Jr. cards for nothing. Now they're skyrocketing. Exactly. If a player starts to get hot, get on fire, and it pretty much doesn't matter what sport it is, you can bet that if you have some of those cards, you don't collect them, you can probably get a couple more bucks than you could have, a week.
Oh, this is a weekly thing now. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I went to that card show Saturday, and the prices, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything is just big money. Big now.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can't. That's what I said. Like, to be able to even get like even a retail product, man. It's been like that for a while. But like, you have to pay if you can find it. You have to pay, a pretty penny these days, unless you somehow get lucky or stand in a line or camp outside a Target the night before and be one of the lucky ones that gets a deal. And I'm not personally either going to do anything like that. It's perfect for people who have the time, who maybe don't do a lot of other things. But, I've always been a guy that's always said time is money, and the amount of time one could waste trying to get a blaster box, one blast box or two. Now, if it's to open it and it's for the joy and you just have that time, I get it. I understand it. If you're doing it to try to just flip or turn one blaster box, I mean, if I wait over an hour and to get one over an hour, let's just say over an hour, and I sell a blaster, I turn around and sell it for $100, probably not even worth my time to be. I mean,
I was going to say I could go sell a roof for $3,000 in an hour.
I'm going to keep it real. Now, if it's to open the product, that's a different story. I understand for some people who, want to get things to rip and want to rip it. I totally get that. But
absolutely.
Yeah, but nowadays where they're setting the limits and everything, which I don't think is a bad thing. I don't have any problem with Targets, Walmarts, whatever. Everybody has their own opinions on it, and I get it, and we're all free to feel how we want to feel. But I don't have a problem with them setting those limits and trying to make it more available for more people, and not just one or two people or the three people that get in on a restock and blast away.
So, it just makes the flippers work a little harder to figure out how they're going to combat that, and they'll come up with something.
So Smash says, I put this comment up here because you guys know I play a lot of DFS. I play all sports. I love MLB DFS, but it is very, very hard to win at. And the reason being is because the game of baseball has such high variance, right? But there's some things that typically can give you a little bit of an edge when you're doing it. And it goes back to exactly how the stats are and how things work. So we know that Coors Field, Colorado has been basically a home run park since it's opened up, right?
Yep.
Like when either Colorado's at home or whoever's playing Colorado in Colorado, a lot of people that play DFS go stacking either Colorado or the game or the other team that's playing in Colorado, depending upon the pitching matchups and et cetera, and the lineups. Cincinnati is probably just as good of a home run park as Coors Field is.
Really?
I stacked Cincinnati again today. I won some money in the baseball slate today because I stacked Cincinnati. I had 4 Cincinnati bats in my lineup. And Smash says Reds are fun to watch. Most home runs in baseball. Yeah, it's a home run park. So that's another thing for you guys out there that play DFS. If you didn't already know that, if you've been playing for a while, you probably already know that stuff. But that is a home run park. Cincinnati is just like a Coors Field. It's you go to that game unless the pitching is just going to be too much or too tough. So.
Can I just throw in something about the NBA? Man, if anybody questions the Nikola Jokic not getting MVP this year, just watch one of his games. You know, we've been 9-1 since Jamal Murray went down with his ACL tear. We also lost his backup for 5 games, and then his backup for another 5 games. And the Nuggets are 9-1 in those games. So if someone thinks, oh no, Joel Embiid, he's better. Joker has 52 double-doubles, and he's played 42 games. You know, Joker hasn't missed a minute, of bench time while being on the court. So it's pretty easy, He's almost averaging a triple-double. I think enough said. I think the guy is just a great, great example of a great person and also a great player, and I hate for him to not get it. It'd be a bummer.
I'm seeing talks of like Robert in the chat. So Louis, Robert, Robert, Bubba, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
There's a Bubba.
I was gonna say something, but you guys are live, so.
Oh,
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, you can't be flashing us or pulling anything out here.
No, I was gonna say no, Joel Embiid, but with another word in front of that.
Yeah, no, Joel Embiid.
If nobody thinks that Joker is the MVP this year, then I guess start watching basketball because that's all you got to do to know he's MVP.
You know what? I am not. I'm obviously a Wolves fan. I'm a fan of the Joker. I agree. I agree he should get the MVP. I think I've brought this up in talks with other people too. A lot of people will say Steph Curry is in the talks, Joel Embiid. But yeah, I don't think there's a better guy. Now you got guys that are continuously moving in the right direction. You got Zion Williamson, who just had an insane game against my Wolves last night.
He's a diesel.
And you also got, you got the likes of like the Jason Tatums, who he just had a 60 burger, on Friday night?
Yeah.
He dropped 60. So there's a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot of hype. Whenever this stuff happens, like we talked about in the hobby, everything relates. It all relates because today is all about performance and how card values work and how the market kind of flows and goes. So let's see. What else you guys want to touch on here? We've already been on for what? Well, we haven't been on for about an hour.
Probably need to talk about this weekend, Def.
We can. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on, either of you two, before we get into any of that? While we're here? Guys, if you're coming in here and we haven't said hi to you, I apologize. This is more like a podcast style form when we do it this night, but we appreciate y'all being here. We're not trying to ignore you or nothing else. So trying to look.
Hey, we're gonna have some crying kids.
Yeah, let's go, Mr. Mom. So how does your buddy? Your buddy is good with it? He got kids.
He works a lot.
Oh, okay.
He works a lot, so he's never here.
Nice. All right. Yeah, so I guess we could just kind of roll into it here because I think BITG is probably going to be live in like 15 minutes or so. And, we usually run this about an hour and a half. But so this weekend, you guys already know, Friday, I will be Friday late afternoon, early evening. I'll be landing in Cleveland, Ohio, as well as RSR. Suzanne will be as well. Jack Rat, Mark Burrell, Paulie, Del Hess, I think, is planning to be there. Tom T's coming from Michigan. He's going to be there.
It's a party.
It's going to be, well, they're saying there could be up to like possibly 20 to 25 people.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you everybody. It'll be spaced out. It'll be sporadic. Oh yeah, of course.
Crafty's coming up.
I forget about Balls. Balls is driving too. So Ballsley will be there. He's driving from Illinois. So it's not what's like a 7-8 hour drive. So I mean, it's going to be insane, guys. We're going to have quite the crew there. Warcraft will be there. I think Redbeard Breaks is going to be there. Joby One Kenobi will be there. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on. So a couple things that are going to take place. We will probably end up starting the stream. We're going to talk more details and exact start times. This time it'll probably start Saturday morning, more than likely at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. And then it'll basically go to Sunday 9 or 10, whatever time we start. There's going to be a lot of different moving pieces involved. There's going to be a lot of different things happening throughout this time. I'm going to be sitting down. I'm going to be doing kind of like a hobby roundtable with people in and out. So we might be able to do it outside if the weather cooperates and it's nice the way it's supposed to be. They got that new furniture all set up out there on the back deck. They got a couple different, you could call it casting couch, if you will, hobby couch, whatever. And then you got the other thingy they got. And then we're going to be doing some in-depths as well. I'm actually going to be doing a live in-depth with Shack Rat. You guys are going to get to actually hear Shack Rat and kind of his life and his story and kind of what he's had to go through and struggle through. I think it's going to be pretty inspiring. I think you guys are going to really get to know him a little bit more. Sit down with maybe RSR and Suzanne and do a kind of more of a one-on-one or a two-on-one, whatever you want to call it.
Hey now.
Tommy. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
I said
hey,
cast. Yeah, never mind.
Smash is asking to let you have you invite him in. I think he's got some.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even looking down. He's throwing his arms.
I got you.
There he is. I'm throwing.
Been sitting here for a while.
I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even looking down on the screen. I was looking up.
I'm on deaf streamy thing.
Hey, Smashy.
Hi.
What's up, Smash? How we doing?
Hi guys.
How's the car? How's the car?
Good. Oh, that was some sexy Quado leg right there. Yeah. Is that Quado? That buddy.
It's unbelievable.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
The kid's chasing the dog, and the dog just ripped the cord out of the wall.
Oh, the dog! I'm like you're saying it's unbelievable, and I was like, was there something I missed? I
Should have known by the look on his face. It's a dad thing.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You guys cannot believe the patience that I have. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So, Smash, what's up, buddy? How you been? How was your car thing today?
Good. We drove out to west side of Cleveland.
Okay.
I ate a burger that was way too big for my face.
Uh-oh.
And then the hour drive back was a little bit brutal, but yeah, it was good times. We've had 30 some odd Mopars out running around doing stupid stuff.
Holy buckets.
I learned what track mode does in my car.
What's that?
What does it do?
Oh, it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
It's like the fun button.
New burnouts and
Yes.
do some fifth gear launches in a car.
I'll launch from first gear.
Yeah, well, in trucks you can do like a fifth gear launch. A lot of guys like in the with the manual. A lot of guys in the manual world, when they'll call, they'll mess up their transmission. They'll call us and we'll get it in, and they'll just tear it up. And it's typically when they try to do, they call it a fifth gear launch. It's not good. It's not good. Not good.
Fourth gear is like my power gear, so I like to stay down there. I'll be honest.
Yeah. All right. So there's gonna be a lot going on. I guess Smash wanted to join us as well. Well, because Rippin' and Smash will be the host location for all of this. Guys, Jimmy Guns is also going to be doing his charity Rippin' for the Cure auction during this time. He'll go live like his normal time, which is what, 4 Pacific, 6 or 7 Central. 7, 8 Eastern time. Got to get all the time zones in there. But
4, 5, 6, 7.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Math is hard.
All right. So what, Smash? What do you got for us?
So to finalize your details on Saturday, there'll be approximately 27 people confirmed that are coming over at some point throughout the day. Of course, not everybody's going to stay, all night long. So there's about, I think, 6 to 10 people staying overnight at the studio. We have the extra cameras bought and the extra cables bought to set up the Big Brother house. So the stream will actually kind of look like this, where there's 4 quadrants. There'll be 2 house cams, the Rip and Gypsy cam, and then we're going to hopefully get deafness in on a Skype call. So we'll be able to stream through Mindy's computer to his. Once he gets here, we'll take half an hour to set it up.
Right.
That way, when you stream, it'll be through technically Mindy's computer. So you'll be on Skype. So if for some reason you need to do something with your phone, you can, there'll be 3 other streams running. Of course, when Guns comes on, one of the quadrants will go to him. And then, so that's the plan. The rough plan, which Def has no idea about because we haven't talked about it yet. So this is his first kind of crash course. Is Friday night? There's some casino shenanigans going on downtown. Def's gonna teach me how to play blackjack.
And I can put money on a table. You better bet it's happening.
So that currently is gonna be Def, myself, Paulie, and K4K, and a secret special surprise guest. And I think Rob, if I remember correctly, you're going to join us downtown. But then we're staying downtown Hilton. I would recommend getting up around 8 o'clock in the morning and starting the stream at 9 on the drive back.
Right.
We have a LCS that's kind of a hodgepodge, everything.
2 levels.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. If you can't find something you like there, you're not a collector. So it's called Cards and More, and Dean's going to open up an hour early for us to come in and hang out. And he might have some intel that there's a Mo Vaughn fan coming, so he's trying to find his Mo Vaughn cleats to show off and some other stuff. But and then we plan roughly being over to RG around noon. So whoever wants to meet at the LCS can meet there. And then we'll get over to the RG house around noon, start the barbecue. We're doing burgers and dogs and the buns. Alan 8-Man's bringing all some fixins and cheese and some other local people. So people just asked to bring sodas and beers and other, side chips, that kind of stuff. But
yeah, we can all pick up stuff too.
Yeah,
out there. I mean,
and that's the plan.
I'm not going to bring stuff on the plane, but cooler with some meats and shit.
Get a bunch of those little peanut bags.
Yeah.
Mark and Shackert are bringing me Spotted Cow beer from Wisconsin, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But yeah, we kind of got a coverage schedule set up so that there will be people taking naps at different times to make sure they're up with Def during the later parts of the stream. So the plan is in place to make 24 hours plus. So it'll be a good time.
Yes, we will not fail. We will not fail. I will not have any alcohol during this part of it. That'll be after. It'll be Friday evening, maybe a few just to kick the edge, and then Sunday evening.
And Sunday for people that are staying, like Rob and Sue and you and Paulie and those guys. Many wants to go out to a local spot to take you guys out to eat. So we'll talk about that Sunday after everybody wakes back up.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be a unique set of people. So we got people coming in from, Minnesota, Colorado, Michigan, DC area, a couple local people from Ohio. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. There'll be some ground rules. Well, it's a small national, mini national.
Very many, yeah.
Gypsy National.
There's Shackrat and Mark and Mindy have worked on the Poly Night plan in case he gets out of hand. So that's already been established.
So Kevin says, whose channel should we tune into for the nonstop stream? Well,
Death.
yeah, it'll be connected to mine. Like they're hosting. Mindy will have things going on in the evening as well. Like we have the treasure chest stuff, and that's another thing. There's for sure going to be one treasure chest. I already got 2 spots, right? Right? Smash?
Yeah, you have 2 spots and it's already been put up.
Tell me if I'm wrong. What do you mean you already put it? Why'd you put it up?
Because it takes a little bit of time to fill. So there's already the 8 spots are already up.
Okay, I just figured we would probably sell them when it goes live. But all right, that's fine.
That's a little bigger one. Plus, you got the gun stream and stuff. We're getting time for people to kind of shuffle their money.
Okay, all right. I guess it's already live then. That one's already live. So you guys, I guess, can get spots for that. So.
But you have 2 spots pulled out.
Right. To give away, which will be given away. Right.
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty good time. Plus, Mindy's got a bunch of stuff on order that came in. So, but I guess this to answer Kevin's question properly is Def's stream will have everything for the 24-hour on it.
No.
When Def gets to here, we'll enter the stream key and on the next reset, we'll activate the Big Brother mode. And then everything will go the way stream or restream works. Everything will still go to Def's channel. And then that way it frees up the usage. We'll talk about it later. It's not a hard process. We've done it with multiple people before. What is Quado talking about in the background?
Well, he's got kids, and he says he's got to stay at his buddy's house right now because they already had to be out of the house because he's moving. So he's probably either talking to his buddy or the kids or whatever. He's got to play Mr. Mom.
We should do bad lip reading with Quado.
Lip. What were you reading my lips? Was I swearing?
Yeah.
No, never. It's a family show.
Yeah.
Did I have a hot mic? I thought I muted it.
No, he didn't.
You're good, bro. You're good.
All right,
Whatever
good.
whatever you were saying about us, we didn't hear. Don't worry about it, brother. It's all good.
It's going to be an
yeah,
awesome weekend. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It's going to be crazy and a chaotic fun. Hey, Quado, you could have stayed here this weekend.
The kids would have been hanging off the cables and swinging and
right.
Well, we're actually sending our kids away. It's Mother's Day weekend, and
yeah, but he wouldn't have anywhere to send them. What is he going to pay off his buddy that he's living with? I don't think that would go too well.
Yeah, just not come back one day. That'll be fine.
People would have thought that the Ripping Gypsy studio was getting looted and
right.
rioted on.
Have you not met our kids?
What's that?
Have you not seen Squish? Kind of what he does.
And I just feel like I'm on a Howard Stern episode here all of a sudden.
So guys, and a couple other details for people out there watching as we're just kind of discussing this too, and then we'll kind of get off of this and we can wrap up whatever, and we can get more to where Quados can be more involved in this stream as well. Since
kind of late for Quados with the kids.
Well, yeah, but just a few other things. There will be auctions. There will be multiple auctions. There's actually going to be times where, like, Mark Morrell has a bunch of autographed jerseys. He's actually got some pretty cool ones. He's actually posted some of them on Twitter, kind of showing you what he's going to be bringing. But we'll have I'll be doing different auctions, different things. So, like, I'll be selling stuff for Mark to help Mark out. So, like, at that time, it's kind of like what I do with Paul's. We'll pin his PayPal when we're doing his stuff. You'll PayPal him direct. When I'm selling some stuff for Shack Rat's going to bring some cards. I'm going to help him out. I'm having BITG mail whatever I have at his location direct there, so I don't have to worry about traveling with any of that. The only cards I'll be traveling with are the cards that I have for people that are going to be there that they've wanted me to hand deliver to them or hand pay or stuff I put aside or try to build up for people. So, but there'll be a lot going on. There'll be the breaks. There'll be the treasure chest thing with Mindy and Rippin'. And then some other stuff too that I'm sure we'll be able to put together some other fun breaks and sell stuff throughout the whole 24 hours. There's just going to be a lot of different moving parts. I mean, again, it's going to be card shops to interviews to hobby roundtables to breaks to more auctions, some traveling, like there's just going to be a lot of different things. It's going to be more like the first and second 24-hour stream, but there's going to be a lot of live people around the whole time, like versus me just being solo, like my first 1 and 2, and doing all the different things and going different places in the card shops and blah, blah, blah. So just kind of, it'll be fun, guys. It's going to be.
I'll have the hours of the closest Starbucks posted for you, so you know when you can go.
We will definitely need Starbucks. We will definitely need some Starbucks in our life.
Mindy ordered some Devil's Mountain coffee to help you through it. If you haven't had that, you might want to get your heart ready for it.
Oh, I might want to get my heart checked then.
Yeah, it's like 1,800 milligrams per 8 ounces of caffeine.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Quados like, I'm in.
He's like,
Devil's Mountain coffee.
Hook me up, bro.
Yeah, Mindy ordered a bag just for you for the stream to
All right,
to help fuel you through anything you have to make it through.
Right.
Jeff will be swinging from the cables and cameras.
Right. Holy crap!
He's gonna be all over the place. So. Now, the cool thing about this one too is, we fully expect the at noon to say 9 o'clock time frame to be hectic as everybody's gonna be in and out. But the way we got the patio set up for everybody, Def wants to go out and hang out and just have conversations with people. We're hoping it's a more
play some pool. We can hustle for a pool.
Yeah,
we shouldn't live stream. We shouldn't put the show.
Yeah, you shouldn't live stream the strip pool game. We'll turn that camera off for it because there's a camera downstairs at the pool table and the foosball table. So there's Mindy. Say hi.
Hey guys.
She just mowed the yard all day for you guys. So you get a nice yard to crash into when people get to.
Yeah, nice and toasty.
So she's been working.
We're good. I think we're gonna be. We got to get together and discuss.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
You and Wally and everybody else are on the same page as far as how we're meeting up and who's going to be with who when they.
Biggest thing is this: want everybody relax. The one thing we do want to people coming over to be Debbie Downer for a second is this is our house, so we do ask people to treat it accordingly.
Oh, absolutely.
But beyond that, we want everybody to have a good time and have fun. But
absolutely.
So just like at the firehouse, treat it like it's your own, and you do that with everything,
So.
If somebody is disrespectful, see ya.
Yeah. I don't think we're the group of people are coming. It's a great group. So
yeah, exactly. I'm just throwing it out there though.
Oh yeah, we gotta say, hey, you guys want to hear an awesome thing that happened in the world of Smash and Gypsy today? Brooklyn gave herself her very own haircut today. Look at that. Isn't that stylish?
That is beautiful.
Yeah. They say you look
beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you get in trouble?
So, hey, Smash, is this the part where we ask her what does she want to be when she grows up and she tells us a hairstylist?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A nurse.
A nurse?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Is your grandma and your nana nurses? Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Doctor or a nurse.
Doctor or nurse. Okay, well, you can talk to Mom. Okay. Love you.
That's a good profession.
So, hey, Def, Dent is asking, should he come out for the trip is what I think he's trying to get across. And I say, heck yeah.
Well, I thought the original plan was you were, and then something came up and you couldn't or something. But yes, Dent, of course, man. Love. I thought originally you were planning to, and then you couldn't, or something wasn't going to work out, or something. I thought that's what it was. But yes.
Now, I'll be honest. I don't have swag stuff for Dent if they do come out, but we do need to know if they're coming just based on, food and kind of figure out logistics. If they're crashing here, going to get a nearby hotel.
Well,
that kind of thing.
Swag. The swag thing I don't think is...
Dude, we got tea. Hang on.
No, I know, but I'm just saying,
Hang on.
It's awesome that you guys are doing that stuff, but,
Mindy Stone. We got T-shirts. We got scent sacks. We got stickers. We got packs of cards. Yeah, Mindy went all out. I think no joke about this to give you how special you are, and how much she's put into this. I think we've spent close to $5,000 to $6,000 on stuff for the house and stuff for the stream, just to make sure everything goes smooth for you.
Wow.
So
I don't know. I don't.
She wants to make this good for you and for everybody coming out. So
I mean, I appreciate that, but I don't ever expect anybody to drop that kind of money. Just
no, never.
It's not. It is what it is, and again, it's going to be and if Nationals gets canceled, this is a one time for everybody to kind of get together and enjoy it. So
right,
Well,
wow.
We did not get the bouncy house. We did call the line on the bouncy house. we thought about it, and we had the place talked to, and it was. We decided it was not the best idea.
The only thing is that everything goes smooth for everyone who's flying, like as far as airport issues, because that's just what I get leery about, like getting there and then them being like something like, hey, Well,
the only people we have flying in is you and Rob and Sue, and I've met Sue, so I'm pretty sure she'll be okay taking down like the apocalypse. So.
No. What I'm saying is like getting to the airport and then like something changing as far as policies for flying.
Oh yeah.
Before Friday.
True.
Oh, like you have to have a vaccination or a negative test,
or
right?
you have to have a negative test, like have it on you and have one. I have everything I've looked over is if you're flying within the U.S., unless you're flying to like Hawaii because it's an island or whatever, or international, you have to have that. But if it's domestic, you don't. They'll do a temperature check.
It's coming.
They'll do a temperature check, to make sure you don't have. If you have a temp, you're not gonna be able to fly. But yeah, it's just
my wife's been back and forth from Florida several times, and they don't.
Nothing.
How's it been for like travel wise?
No, it's easy.
Just wear the mask and.
She said Tampa Airport, they don't care about nothing. They hop in. She's right through, flying here, Minneapolis. There's not much.
Well, that's good to hear.
K4's home.
Seriously,
you're on stream with Def.
That's very refreshing. What's up, buddy?
The fuck, man? I could have had underwear on.
Yeah,
you just got home from work. I don't want to hear about your underwear.
Shut up.
Wow. I don't want to hear about what you and Smash do running around the house in your underwear either. Anyway, but no, Quados,
hold up.
That is refreshing to hear because that's one I keep pulling it up and making sure, and just you just hate to see that, like you're about to travel. I guess Shaqrat's sister was going to Hawaii.
Really?
And like a week or two ago, and when she looked it up, like they were telling her that she had to have like a negative
test in 24 hours or something.
Well, you're going to the you're
isolated population.
You're technically going to an island. It's almost like you're.
From everything I've heard, we've had a lot of friends go to Mexico, and they actually test you at the airport.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And if you're positive, they keep you in a room locked up in quarantine. And but I guess they test you at resorts and stuff too. So I don't know. I haven't heard of anything within the U.S.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or within the mainland.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We just gotta get through these next few days. Get to the end of the week here.
I'll agree.
So, but I think everything will be good. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Can Quados fit in your carry-on? We can sneak it down here.
Dude, I would never fit Quados in. Dude's a fucking beast. What are you talking about, man? He's like the fucking Rock, bro. Like, put him in my carry-on, dude. Like maybe one of his arms I can put in my carry-on.
Hey, Quados, can you be deaf and put Def in your carry-on? That way you can come?
Yeah, I mean, he could throw me in my carry-on. I would fit in there. But he's fucking Quados is a beast. Man.
Death streaming. I'm inside the overhead compartment in Delta.
Right?
Help! Help!
I have to pee. This is not good.
Oh God! Talk about having to pee. The last flying and traveling. When I went to West Virginia, I had to use the bathroom so bad. I usually don't do it on the plane, you know. And I went in there and took a piss, and I could not get the fucking door like open back up. Because it was like this weird whatever, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like trying to, I'm like banging on the thing, like trying to get it to open. And I think someone thought I was like fucking beating myself up in the bathroom or something. So I was like sitting in the first seat or something. Comes up and he like opens the door. He's like looking at me all crazy, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't get the fucking door open. What do you want? Like,
You can't get them closed. You can't. You get in there.
Close them or open them. Yeah, they're crazy. And they
I can picture that.
My back
for some
to it and
reason.
leave them. They're like,
It's
sir,
like a
can we help
weird-
you? I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's like a weird, like a.
Were you giving them the one eye?
But it's like but they stick like Quados says. You can't even. A lot of times you can't even get them open.
So if Death was a superhero, his kryptonite would be time zones and airplane bathroom doors.
Got it. We're already starting on a good foot here.
That's funny. Come on, man. You make fun of me all week.
Boy, me and you. Get some boxing gloves. We're gonna box.
We're gonna get to the casino and be like lost, and you're gonna be like, dumb smash. And I'm like, crap.
Get some
Two
boxing
options,
gloves.
Jeff. Push or pull, man. I'm worried about you.
What's that?
What the? You said push or pull.
Push or pull? Yeah. No. Well, it's. Never mind. You would have had to been stuck in there. So.
Dude, I got to be going. Got to get down and get some dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna kill it here in a second. Wait, Rob, I appreciate you joining here.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up, but if I don't, again, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing an auction Tuesday night or not, guys. To be honest with you, with everything coming up, I got to get ready. I got to get prepared. I'll keep you guys posted.
You need casino money, man. You're gonna need it.
But RSR, if I don't see you then, I mean, I'm sure we'll touch base before, but we'll get everything figured out Friday when you guys get in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rob, if you can shoot me your itinerary so I kind of know what's going on with you guys, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Because you're going to tell us about
tonight, 7:00 Eastern for 3 hours or so.
Yes, tomorrow night, Rob, RSR, guys. Yeah,
Roberto. And then lovely Miss Sue.
Somebody can drop Rob's link in case anybody doesn't have it or isn't subscribed. Tomorrow night, he will be doing an auction. So make sure you guys are there, showing him some love, supporting him, hanging out. So, all right, Rob. I appreciate you joining, man.
Guys, take care. Love you.
Sure, Rob.
Tomorrow night.
Love you, buddy. Later.
See you, Smash. Justin.
Bye, buddy.
All right.
Peace.
All right. So we're down to a few. So. Do you guys want to touch on anything else, or you got to run? Everybody's got to run, I suppose.
Yeah, I got to start getting off for Gypsy here shortly. So
yeah,
and Gary's home, so now you have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth. So
I assume you guys are going to go put on your favorite freaking Spider-Man undies or whatever. And
Peekaboo, man.
I'm more of a Pokemon kind of guy for underwear, but
I'm just kidding.
Pikachu!
When he comes in, he's like, I could have been in my underwear right now in the living room. Like, crazy. All right. Quados, brother, man, I appreciate you joining as well. Man, I hope, how much longer is this? 3 weeks? You got to keep doing this Mr. Mom thing on yourself?
Yeah, 3 weeks, end of the month.
Then you drive, so.
And I'll be driving, but I am going to be driving down when I get down to Tennessee. I'm meeting up with a couple guys on Twitter to go to a card shop, so that'll be fun.
So are you going to be you got any
I'm gonna hop off.
Still up here then? Are you going to be coming to Minnesota at all just for like
I'll be back and forth probably all summer.
Okay. So yeah,
I got to be down there. I got to be down there for like 3 weeks until the wife's finished training.
Okay.
To man the kids.
Okay.
And then I'll be back and forth after that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, we definitely got to. We'll have to.
I got a lot of work to do up here still.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. We'll get together when you whenever you make it back, venture back after you get everything settled down there. So, but all right, man. Well, I appreciate you joining. You got anything else you want to tell the peeps before we get off of here?
No, I'm gonna go dig out the first aid kit and go tend to the kids. And
oh shit, well, you got to go, man. could have just said you had to go, brother, if there's something going on. So I appreciate you joining, as always. So, guys, again, Justin Quados Corner, Mickey's Mantle, if you will, the Mickey Mantle man himself right here. Make sure you guys check him out. If someone can drop his links, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, hopefully we're going to see some stuff from him when he can get his computers and stuff set up when he gets all moved and settled in. So I appreciate you joining, my man.
I'll probably just do a quick little video on the card show this last weekend.
Yes, we'll look out for that. Yep. So, guys, look out for that. He picked up some nice mantles and some other stuff. Yep. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Quados, thanks for joining, man.
See ya.
You guys, later.